Welcome to Lesson 1. Okay, before we start, I just want to explain a couple of things to you about how we're going to proceed through these lessons. First and foremost, I'm not going to deal with a lot of written notation. I really want to begin by getting you playing the guitar as quickly as possible. The premise behind this particular set of lessons and this particular module is to get your hands on the guitar and get you playing the music as quickly as possible. And I've got one or two ways of doing that I think will help you to get into it fairly quickly. Music really is composed of rhythm, harmony, and melody. And it doesn't matter how complex or how simple it is, these elements are common to all types of music. So what I'd like to do today is to begin with rhythm. I'll actually start this even before we begin to look at the tuning aspect of it, because from a rhythm point of view, we don't have to deal with pitch as such. Now, we can mute the guitar with the left hand. That is to say, simply dampen the strings, lay your hand across the strings, and take the pick, as I indicated before, between the thumb and first finger. And we'll use simply downstrokes, like so. And I'll actually count out for you. Now, the way that music is written down, although we're not actually going to physically look at it, is in what they call bars. And the reason that they have these bars is simply to indicate the number of beats. For example, if I say 1, 2, 3, 4, this would indicate 4 beats in a particular bar. If I counted 1, 2, 3, this would indicate 3 beats in a bar. So for our purposes today, just to get your right hand working in this rhythm mode, I'm going to make some exercises which we can count out together and play. For example, if I say 1 and then I play on 2, then I say 3 and play on 4. This is called playing on the offbeats. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll do that again for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that's pretty simple to begin with. You can also make some variations in that. For example, you could do 1, 2, and on the 4th beat, you could play 2 beats. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4. And on those 2 beats that I played 1 downstroke and 1 upstroke. I'll do that again for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the thing is, if you hear some rhythm going with that, for example, a drum machine or a drummer or another guitar player or a bass player, then this can begin to sound quite interesting. I'll play you a drum rhythm to show you what I mean. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can see that this already begins to sound like music, even though we're not actually using any notes, by using this simple rhythmic device. Of course, this can be developed, and no matter how long you've played any instrument, your sense of rhythm can continuously develop. But this is a starting point to get you going with it. I'd like to explain now a little bit about the guitar tuning. The guitar is tuned E, A, D, G, B, E. That's the open strings. Open means like this, without any fingers on the frets. Now what's interesting is that the 6th string is E, and the top string is E. They're just in different octaves. So I'll go through that with you so that you can tune to this and use it as a reference point. Low E, A 5th, D 4th, G 3rd, B 2nd, E 1st. Now a way of checking your tuning is put your 2nd finger just behind the 5th fret on the 6th string. This gives you a reference tone for the A. Do the same thing on the 5th string. This gives you a reference tone for the 4th string. Same thing on the 4th string. gives you a reference for the next one. Then here is where we change slightly. We move down to the 4th fret, which gives you a reference for the B or 2nd string. Back to the 5th fret on the 2nd string. So what this tells you is that already you know some of the names of the notes on the guitar. If you know the open strings, E, A, D, G, B, E, and you also know this method of tuning, you're beginning to learn the notes every time you tune the guitar. If you still have difficulty tuning using the method that I've given you, then get yourself one of these commercial tuners, which will really help you. I'll see you in the next lesson.